Welcome to Deep Thought. Focusing on the faults of others doesn't solve our issues. And we let's be real. Let's be real. We know people up here, they constantly talking about someone else or pointing out their faults, or sometimes they call it roasting them. Or, indeed, you got channels right here on YouTube where you'll get some men sitting around talking about how some other man doesn't measure up to a male model or something like that. And I'm like, okay, no, they don't. But how is talking about that particular man any help to you? And that's just one example. We know about out here, haven't we always seen that person who they'll talk about that other person. And it's like they'll say, well, that person's overweight, or this person's that, or this person's not that smart. But then you're looking at the person saying it and you're like, you're not really in a position to talk. And you ain't saying anything to them, and you're not focused on it, but you can still look at that person and say, wait a minute, hold up. You saying this about this other person, but what are you doing? Indeed, a lot of times, and I've seen this happen, you get some people, they will talk about someone else or focus on their faults, and they have the exact same faults. They'll say this person is this or this person is mean, and I'm like, yeah, but in my view, I don't see a difference between the two of y'all, And indeed, in psychology, it's just called projection. They will find something in someone else that is really in them. But the problem is, how is that solving our issue? And I'm going to say our issue. And I've said it 1,000 times. I'll say it 1,000 more. I'm still climbing that mountain too. And I ain't going to say I haven't done it. Now, I've worked away from doing that. But one of the things I said, oh, wait a minute. I'm seeing this in this other person. Wait a minute. Is it because I'm not dealing with it within myself? Now, when that was pointed out to me by an elder, I started looking at myself. But then I started seeing other people do it. So I went through it too. And a lot of us do that. A lot of us will do that. We'll say something. We see some issue with them, and it's really the issue we have with us. But the thing is, we deep down, on a deep level, subconscious level, we want to get rid of the issue with ourselves. We don't like it. But then, since we're focusing on the other person, how's that dealing with it? We're getting rid of it ourselves. I want y'all to think about that. Why is that doing? Okay, you got these people guys online who try to compare certain men to models, male models and stuff. And I'm like, okay, they don't look like those male models. Okay. Do you look like a male model? I'm serious. Do you look like one? Well, if you don't, what's the point? And how's that helping your situation? Like they'll talk trash, or like when somebody say they hate another person, they specifically hate a particular person. And I would say to them, well, okay, like with the content creators, you get some people who hate certain content creators. They straight up hate them. And I would say to them, do you know that particular content creator? Have you dealt with that person personally? Do you know them? Have you been around them? Yeah. Has that person ever addressed you? What is it you really hate? Are you focusing on that person because they got the same, they got specific problems, or are you focusing on that person because they got an issue you have? Or does that issue that they have, here's another thing. If you focusing on their issues, what if the issue you have with them is that they are saying or doing something or even representing something that you don't have, that you feel bad about? And instead of dealing with your own issue, you focusing on them. It's real talk on that. It's real talk. Psychology, they call it projection. You got the issue, so you project that on someone else. You saying they got the issue. Shoot. They saying they're not confident. Well, you really saying you're not confident. They saying that they have fear, that they're cowards. Well, isn't that you? You know, and that's not always the case, but you ask yourself, why you focus on their faults? Yeah, they have them, but what if that person ain't bothering you? Now, it's a different situation if that person is attacking you, or that person trying to go at you, and then you just retaliating. That's a different situation. But with that person don't know anything about you, and you just saying, okay, I'm gonna pick on that person. It's kind of what bullies do. Like, if you notice with a lot of bullies, a lot of times when they picking on somebody doing that, there's somebody else picking on them for the same reasons. But they don't want to deal with it. See, I'm going to tell you the real power any human being has is focusing on themselves. And when I say focus on themselves, focus on their own issues. Yeah, you'll note that someone else has an issue. We all know that. We all see it. But my thing is, why worry about it unless that person with that particular issue is directly impacting your life? In most cases, it's not. Now, you only deal with it or you really address them when that person's in your face. But they're not in your face most of the time. Especially when I see a lot of people going after each other online. They don't know each other. They ain't in the same place. Yeah, some people talk about, hey, fighting that person or something. But, is that really going to happen? No. The thing is, a person need to focus on their own self, their own issue. Because let me use that example again. You got some people, you got some guys, they'll go in on certain guys, other guys on here, especially in this dating space, right? Especially, they'll be talking about dating coaches or something like that. How's that helping your situation? Because after you finish that, has that changed anything? Does it even make you feel good? No, it don't. Because you keep talking about it. And I'm saying that. And like I said, that's an example people see. But like I've seen some people, they constantly going after somebody. Constantly. I know people in the real world, plenty of people, they constantly saying this about that person, that about that person. But I say, well, you dealing with your own issues? Deal with your own stuff first. Don't worry about that next person, It don't solve your problem. How's that solving your problem? Is maybe you try and project it out and everything, but you still got the same issue, and you the one got to live with it. That other person don't have to live with it. Shoot. That person could be dead and gone. They could die, and you still focus on them, but you still living with the issue. And that person didn't know you anyway, or that person just going along. Like I remember one situation. It was a social circle, and all these guys were talking about this one guy because he was a dog, he was a player, he's getting all these women, and they were constantly sitting around talking about him. But I'm like, is that helping y'all get women? Because that was the genesis of it. So really think about that. Yes, everybody got some issues, but sitting there talking about the issues is not helpful to you. Are you dealing with your own issues? And if you're a perfect person, you don't have any issues, hey, well, I need to be listening to your stuff. Because I know, I work with mine every single day. I know. And y'all notice I don't really go after people. Y'all notice that. Because I say, that ain't helping me. As long as a person don't get in my face or put their hands on me. So I'm like, okay. So I want y'all to think about those things, all right? So I'll talk to y'all. Peace and blessings.